We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air. That's what we need.
Is she hitting on me? Sorry to drag you away from your nice, comfortable cabin, but I could feel the walls closing in. Oh, I know, I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Toliolal. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Splendid Quarter and make our way up from there. Sure thing, boss lady. I think we have a new role quest too we gotta do. We might do. I think I'll do that instead of traveling to a new location today for sure. We'll see though. We'll see where Luke Lamart is taking me right now. Oh there, you were one of Lamar's new friends? Shiva, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better? It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, I couldn't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're a claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do. When you say it like that, how can I not be encouraged? Oh, there's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Pashiba. And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contest. All those smiling faces. Oh, sorry, Endaline, I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a little first? Then we can head to the spot I was thinking of. This would be a great moment to make that jumping puzzle mandatory. And that's what Joshi P meant when he said he wanted to make the game a bit harder. Dude, that would be so funny. Oh, this is voice, for sure. This is the most voiced thing I've ever seen in my life.
This is much better. I used to come here all the time when I was little. I'd look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small. Do you remember what I said at the top of Warkor Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural? Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
Oh, that thing that happened just 3 seconds ago. Gotcha.
I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others. Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
That's the sort of thing I'd expect you to say. You wish for a world like in the Yokyu dream. That's the sort of thing I'd expect you to say.
Really? I feel proud somehow. It's an answer I arrived at by trying to be true to myself. That you think I succeeded, it means a lot. So, this is my plan. When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness!
Nice.
It's just like Kryl said.
Crilly, but sure.
By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies. If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me?
Hi. So dunno.
Thank the gods for that. Well, I've nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
I was gonna say those cat people as children must look adorable as heck. Ah, yes, my favorite sleeping position: straight on my back, arms straight, legs straight. I'm dreaming about wearing glamours right now. Classic cat girls. Yeah, just lying on top of my tail, apparently. with all my clothes on, by the way. I feel like environments like that are open to the sea at all points in time. But like saltwater, I feel like they get ruined. Look at the glamour. The ham. She looks so stylish. She's got that matching outfit down. Speak with Alfinod. Sure, I'll do just that right now. You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was spent well? I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it will soon be back to the road for us. Anything? Nope. I guess it's all even levels. I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well. Now that we have refreshed ourselves somewhat, let's consider all claimants as they currently stand. Soralja and Kwana have completed every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Vuklamat would be equal with them, but for Bakul Jaja's thievery, which has left us 1 short. That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I'll be taking back what's mine, this I swear. I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough, that is. If Bakul Jaja's unleashing a Valgarmada is any indication. Using this lead, I anticipate that he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempts. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. I can't say I'd be comfortable with that. But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I will do what I must. We do what we must. The last 2 keystones we require are those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamulja and Exbral in the forest of Yaktel, specifically near a village called Ikbrax. That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby. Where the Lay of Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga, it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant, but little more than that. Eosia has a similar tale. The explorer Ketenram befriended a 2-headed king known as the Otharch before commencing his travels across Ural. He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least that is the commonly held belief. Your 2-headed king certainly sounds like Papa, so this Keteram fellow must have come to Tuliolal. But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet, vestiges of Yoku architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said Autork, did you not? Didn't you? Then Ketenram must have met the Dawn Servant in Mamuk. Mamuk, is that a city? One of the grandest in Tural, once upon a time, and the seat of the Mamul Ja's homeland. It too lies in Yaktel, not far from Ikbrax. And all things considered, Yaktel seems the obvious choice for our next destination. From here, the safest method of travel is by Dürchibul. We should make for the landing once our preparations are complete. We're riding in one of Kona's balloons. They can't be any worse than ships, can they? Smile. That's a meme moment right there. Just a smile and like, quest completed. Or accept whatever it said. Was this 94 or 95? I think it might be 94. Damn, that lady looks so cool. 94, yeah. Wonderful, you're here. Ever since the incident in the Ruby Sea, I've kept a line of communication with the Confederacy. Then they just reported something you'll be interested to hear. Apparently a man impersonating the distinguished Lord of Doma was recently exposed. One of the Lord's retainers saw through the pretender's facade while he was attempting to stir up trouble in the Doman Enclave. The impostor then reportedly transformed into Hawk and fled. Clearly our quarry now rests in Doma. I'd like to resume our hunt immediately, but I'm not sure where they may go after his failure in the Enclave. Do any locations come to mind? A town in Yangxia called Namai, you say? That sounds promising. The extent of your knowledge is truly remarkable, Endaline. Then without further ado, let's make our way there and see if the residents have noticed any unusual activity. What level did we hit on our painter? That's not a painter. Oh, 87. Yeah, so we're done with that tomorrow. Trouble, none that I can think of. For blessing, all has been peaceful. For blessing, all has. But the Khamit's grace, our quaint village has not seen strife since the Imperials were ousted. There has been news, however, of a man impersonating Lord Hien at the Enclave. As I'm told, when Lord Hien voiced intentions to invade Nagxia, all present grew wary of the ritual. None more so than Lady Yugiri, who saw through the farce immediately. After he was exposed, the villain fled the scene with haste. Unfortunately, efforts to find him have not borne fruit. There's a guy named Lord Hien, apparently. That's weird. Have there been any quarrels of late? Why, yes, actually. Just the other day, the two of us were at each other's throats over persimmon. She was only supposed to eat half, but she went and gobbled the whole thing. Huh. In the end, she purchased this one by way of apology. So I let bygones be bygones. What's that? This is the sort of quarrel you were speaking of? This guy looks so serious, holy crap. And it's raining, of course. None of these residents I spoke with report anything out of the ordinary. How did you fare? Then it seems the villain is not here. Where might he have gone? Ha! What are you doing here? Sausagey? A friend of yours? Don't hang your head like we're strangers. We met just moments ago, remember? You asked me how to reach the House of the Fierce? Uh-oh. Good grief, lass, you're lost, aren't you? I can understand your embarrassment, but I'll tell you the way again. Listen carefully now. Follow the descending path leading north out to the village until you see a small pond, and simply dive in and swim. The House of the Fierce will be on the other side. I noticed the lack of Rotgal. Seems like it won't be a popular race. Like for players? Oh, when did Logan run away? The hell? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen a few, and the ones I've seen, I've looked pretty decent. I think they look great, but I think for a lot of people, they look a little bit too catty, which is fair. Oh. But he haven't impersonated you this time? This doesn't bode well. We must hurry. Much obliged, sir. I feel like people are usually pretty tied to their race, though. Like, I can't imagine people usually switch races, but I'd have to know how many people, like, switch from being a, whatever, to, like, a bunny girl or bunny boy or whatever when that was released. And how many people, like, kind of started playing around then. Just how far must we swim to reach this place? I dare say my days spent in the lakes back home are about to come in handy. Oh my god. Screenshot. My friends, it's come to my attention that the Khan of Asim Steppe, mighty Oroni tribe, conspires in the shadow to invade Doma. We must not give them the chance. Invasion would mean all-out war. There's only one solution. Under the cover of darkness, you must assassinate the Khan. Only with his death can the crisis be averted. I like Endaline question mark. They grow wary. Perhaps I should observe my targets more carefully. With all due respect, these allegations must be brought before Lord Hien. It is imperative we receive his instructions before acting. That would be playing right into the Orinor's hands. After all, an impostor disguised as Lord Hien was recently exposed. An Orinor spy, there can be no question. Oh, I skipped dialogue. Yet the spy has fled. Their whereabouts are unknown. They could be anyone and anywhere, weaving new schemes even as we speak. Decisive action must be taken. That is why I came to you. So the impersonation of Lord Hien was part of the Orinor's grand scheme? But why would those who fought alongside us for Doma's liberation conspire to invade? Forgive me, but you do not seem yourself, Endaline. Something isn't right. Because I'm desperate. A shadow looms over Doma, and only with your help can I cast its dark pall. Please lend me your strength. Our honored friend Endaline risked life and limb to see Doma free, yet you address her with suspicion and doubt. If she says we must act first to prevent greater bloodshed, then we must act. It is true that she has never led us astray. Brothers and sisters, let us join hands with Endaline once more to drive back this shadow rising over Doma. Doma, 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 Doma. Oh no. Sus G? What is the meaning of this? It isn't that... It's that infernal Orinor spy. Quickly kill her before she can escape. You sound nothing like me. Your charade ends here. It's you. Such persistent vermin. Can we shoot him before he does this next time, maybe? We still have like 3 quests with this guy, so this is gonna go next to that little fish man again. This time, though, yeah, surely. This is a good gag. Are you truly the foremost hunter of your village? Ah, pathetic. You are nothing like that other girl. What was her name? Ah yes, Itoka. She was fearsome, that one, right up until the moment I drove my blade into her back. Nani? Nice responses. What is this? Don't tell me you have been masquerading around as Itoka herself. After all, that would make you no better than me. Hiding behind the name of another, want to erase the blame you bear for everything that happened. What's that about? I'm sorry. I swear I'll explain everything to you later. For now, we should appraise these men and women of the situation.
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked, absolutely taken down.
That's an old meme. That's an old one. To think that he can transform into anyone, a truly fearsome ability, I shall alert Lord Hien to this threat immediately. Rest assured that all of Doma will be on alert. I was completely fooled. I have no words to express my shame. Upon speaking with you again, I realized that though the imposter assumed your guise, he had neither your spirit nor your grace. Forgive me. I will not fall for such a farce again. It's not that old. Oh, 8 years. Yeah, that's pretty old. That's pretty old. The guy in that clip is dead now. He died of old age. He was 103 years old when he died. But I have a word. The man impersonating you earlier, I'd recognize his face anywhere, without a doubt. He is Samidare, a childhood friend. You know him. Please, you must tell us everything. I have known Samidare near my entire life. We learned the shinobi arts together, you see. Roughly 25 years ago, we engaged in our first battle as proud ninja, defending Doma against the Empire's invasion. With every fiber in our body, we met their mighty Machitech with nimble ninjutsu. As if moved by our resolve, the mighty auspice and guardian of Doma, Tamamo Gosen, appeared on the field of battle to aid our cause. Yeah, that is a mount. Yet our efforts were for naught. The Empire might fell upon Doma like a hammer, and we were crushed beneath their overwhelming force. The occupants began soon thereafter, and so too did my work from the shadows. While I devoted myself to resisting the Empire in secret, Samidare was conscripted to their army and forced to become an Imperial spy. I understand he served them well, fanning the flames of war in the faraway lands, through rumor and manipulation. Indeed, as far back as I can recall, Samidare has ever excelled in skill of subterfuge. It was only after the prisoner exchange that he returned to Doma at long last. But he was a changed man. He could find no joy or solace in the peace he once fought to secure for our nation. Instead, he sought to disrupt it. War has taught me the truth of this world. Civility is but a facade to hide man's savagery, and I'll prove it here in Doma. Here in their Doma. The fool I am. I thought he was jesting. Only later when I discovered the web of lies he'd spun to turn folk against one another did I realize he meant every word. I tried to confront him, but he fled Doma before I had a chance. Nevertheless, I searched his home afterwards and discovered a missive from an organization called the Passage of the Unbound. I have it with me here. Dear illustrious Samidare, we extend our deepest gratitude for your interest in joining the Passage of the Unbound. With each passing day, our secret order grows closer to its goals, and we shall require exceptional talent for what lies ahead. Bearing these needs in mind, we have decided to welcome you into the fold, to celebrate the start of an auspicious future together. We invite you to meet your colleagues in Tuliolal and have enclosed to you your ticket within. Exceptional talent, exceptional egos more like. This Passage of the Unbound kept a watchful eye on nations far and wide to recruit cutthroats like Samidare, who would only follow their own desires. Upon his arrival in Tural, Samidar's ambitions guided him to my home, where he stole the Dreamweave cocoon and set out to use it for his own twisted ends. I'm afraid that appears to be the way of it. In all likelihood, it is the passage of the Unbound which alerted him to the Dreamweave cocoon's existence. Today, Samidar attempted to incite war between Doma and the Asim Steppe by wearing the face of our dearest ally, you. Your timely appearance prevented the wars from happening, but so long as he can alter his form and face at will, who can say what tomorrow might bring? His years as a secret operative have made him a master at reading people. Should he decide to study his target before taking their form, I fear his schemes may not be discovered until it's already too late. Please be careful. He may, and may the Kami bless and keep you. I feel like this guy is like the worst manipulator, like spy ever. Because the problem is that the second he was caught doing this now, he immediately moved from like minor targets to like a high profile target. So now everyone knows. Now this is common news. So now anytime someone acts out of character, people are like, oh, so like this guy's trying to instigate a battle with people I care about. Like, oh, he's a spy. Like he's just really bad at his job. Attempting to find Samidar now would be a fruitless endeavor. He could be any bird in the sky or any beast roaming wild. Let us return to Gogane. I'll reveal everything to you there, I promise. Do you pinky promise? Do you pinky promise? Oh. That was me. I made the window sound. I pinky promise. Look, cat person, minority. She's a minority. She's wearing a mask to hide her identity. Oh. Is she talking to you? What's she doing? This guy looks like such a fuck boy. I'm grateful for your help today. Once again, I let our prey slip away. The only silver lining is that we know who he is now. But more importantly, I apologize for deceiving you. As Samidar said, I'm not the great hunter of my home. I'm not Itoka. I'm Kyuki. I hail from the same village as Itoka, and too am a hunter, but only in name. You see my aim for yourself. Yet most shameful of all is that it's my fault the Dreamweave cocoon was stolen. Normally it is enshrined in the deepest recesses of our home, only Itoka had leave to wield it. The forest provided shelter and sustenance to many, and not all we share its bounty with are friendly. When great beasts threatened our home, the cocoon power may be used to protect our lives. Yet I used it for my own foolish desires. I couldn't take it anymore. I was a hunter, yet could barely catch prey large enough to feed myself. I was forced to wash clothes, prepare meals, and tune bows. Just once I wanted to be acknowledged. I wanted to feel pride. So I used the cocoon power to transform myself into Itoka. With her dexterity and finesse, I finally caught prey befitting a true hunter. And as I carried my prize home, he appeared. I found him collapsed in the middle of a beaten path. I never had the reason to mistrust someone before, so I paused to nurse his wounds. Yet the moment I drew close, he knocked the cocoon from my grasp and struck me unconscious. He was long gone by the time I awoke. I confessed my sins to the village elder, and in her boundless grace she forgave me. But I could not forgive myself. I left home that very eve in secret to pursue the thief, all the way to Kogane. After several days of fruitlessly scouring the city, who should I see but Itoka as our most exceptional hunter? It came as no surprise the Elder had charged her with recovering the cocoon. She was astonished to see me, of course. I told no one of my actions. I feared she would send me home, but when I expressed to her my shame, my anger, she consoled me and told me we would find the cocoon together. And I was certain we would, until the day that duplicitous bastard killed her. You appeared so soon after her passing, I thought with someone as strong as you at my side, maybe, just maybe I could avenge her, so I lied. Like Samidare said, I'm no better than he is, I'm an imposter, but my desire to reclaim the cocoon is every bit as strong as Itoka's was. I'm so sorry for lying to you, Endaline. Hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me, and continue to aid me in reclaiming the Dreamweave cocoon. Thank you for telling me the truth, of course I'll help. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you. I know with you at my side I can keep my promise to Itoka. For now, I'll remain vigilant for any news regarding the conflict in the region. Please do repay me a visit when you find a moment to spare. I'm counting on you. Alright. I still have a little bit of time. Let's go take a gander at a new localization. Wait, why can't I do this? Chef fulfilled. Oh. Oh, it's probably because I'm not high enough level yet, or I haven't like advanced that far into the main quest yet. Oh, we're at 94 though. That's cool. That's pretty poggers. I'm about to get weapons better than my weapon? Question mark? Nope, still not better. That's pretty promising. I have tabletop games on both Saturday and Sunday, which means that if I'm not like basically done by that point, I just have normal streams. I want to know what's the math on what the weapons. Oh well, I got a modular card. Which weapon is better than a relic? Oh. I mean, I'm just gonna buy item level. But I guess the thing is super giga boosted, oh. With stats. So item level might not represent it adequately. It looks pretty cool though. Really? Yaktel, where the Yokyu dreamt of the Golden City. For as much as I wish we could ignore him, Bakul Jaja is a real threat. We can't afford to let our guard down. How exciting! The design of Turali dirigibles intrigues me. I must note how they perform compared to yours in airships. It'll be fine, just fine. Where's Aaronville? On here. Ready to leave when you are. Alright. Oh, okay, but yeah, that's when I'm here, I definitely want to target this guy. Yeah, video game, that's very accurate. Yeah. The next flight to Yaktel will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times. And for Aaronville story time, this won't be voiced. Are we sure that thing will stay in the air all the way to Yachtell? Having all the substance is pretty neat, yeah, probably. Are you ready? Bags packed and their goodbye said. There's no going back once we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure that you're not nervous. Bro, I've flown a spaceship, my dude. To the end of the universe. Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Able to hold my hand just until we've settled my nerves. Oh. Of course. My lady. You're the nicest person I've ever met in the line. I'll try to crush your hand. I'm a monk. I think you try to pretty hard. There she is, the third promise. Wait just a moment. Oh. Mubbly and tubbly, of course, of course. I'll wait as long as you need. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Krill's earring. Is that so? You said before that it gained popularity in Yachtell as a protective ward for travelers, correct? That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at the market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that the charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be my grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? Meki? Oh, one in Yachtell, to where it seems you're already bound. Oh. What luck! Then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there, or... Yet another discovery to look forwards to. Thank you both for coming all this way. Anything for the third promise? Good luck with the rest of your ride. Thanks, I won't let you down. I've just got aboard this dirigible and I'm as good as there. Last call for passengers to Yachtell. I really hope she wins. Yachtell will test her mettle without a doubt. The next Dawn servant must be willing to bear the full weight of his nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be. Ooh. Okay.
The fierce Chapral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yachtell. Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named.
Full anime platform. Very World of Warcraft.
It is here, where the Chapral and Mamulja once battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
Wait, I thought we would park up there and then like walk out. I guess that's for like people, for like when you're just passing by.
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
The vegetation is far denser than in Cosmauca.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
A cenote?
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the Earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
It was one time.
Is the Chabral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
Knees knocking. Did you kill Erenville to give me the benefit of the doubt, or the benefit of a second chance? Worry not, Kryl and I will ensure our promise doesn't wind up at the bottom of one of these cenotes. I can hardly fathom how difficult travel must have been before the second promise introduced dirigibles. Can you imagine having to walk all this way? Well, that journey was delightful. The wind was fair and the vessel hardly rocked at all. With some thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you to keep someone in sight at all times. They say I say leave me. Oh, that's fair. What's up, Sax? This here dirigible flies between Yaktel and Tuliolal. Thanks to the technology Kuana brought back from beyond the salt, we've established a route that goes over the dense forests of this region. It's only been 3 years since the dirigibles were built, but I can't imagine life without them. If you're keen to soar through the skies, just ask the landing attendant. I wonder if they have one of those that is fit for what's his yeah, what's his face? Very fitting mount for his area. Necrosis? For all of Erenville's insistence, I've yet to discover any particular clue about this forest. See, no tumbles, thanks to Kryl and LSA, but it still counts. Take care not to get separated. I'd hate to lose you to this rampant undergrowth. They did actually do a really good job with the undergrowth there. Is that a Spralax over there? I wonder. The undergrowth there is actually really dense, all things considered. Good, everyone's accounted for. X Brax is up ahead. Let's be on our way. Quiet Wolf, elite. Whee! Just so you know, I shall be very cross if you push me. Slash me pushes. Ha! I've fallen in high tide harbor enough times to be a professional driver. There's no way I'd fall into something like this on accident. Are all Senos this deep, I wonder? What's so blue about this forest? You'll see. Erenville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully we made it here without an incident. Let's not dally any longer. Ready to head on in. Lord. Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly on us. The third promise and a retinue, I presume? You presume right, I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars. At the village center, everyone is waiting for you. Everyone? And who might that be? There's but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him. Follow this. Was that a spaceship? Oh! Buckle Jaja, time to take our thing back.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As a Brash Rash, I have the honor of serving as Elector on behalf of my people. As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise. If you would please join us.
What if someone had like died or given up already?
Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
Oh, nice.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I
Uh-oh.
advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Gonna be him and Buckle Jaja, I guess? Or is it gonna be us and Buckle Jaja?
12 forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Well, we actually need to learn, we need to teach the first
colours.
promise to be a better person. That would make more sense, I
I
think.
have red. Blue. On separate teams, then. And the rest?
We should have blue?
Red!
Oh.
Which means...
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Together again, as fate would have it.
victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one-head.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shebruk Pibil.
Pibil?
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say? Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink.
That's true.
The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living.
Yeah. Coffee, tea, and milk.
So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
Yawn.
The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shebruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Shebruk Bibil before. What's it like, I wonder?
Time to tune and go to beddy bed. And we have a whole new world to explore next time we're here. A whole new world. Tancred is the dad of the party, so I mean it makes sense. It does make sense. Today my MSQ. Today my MSQ, I had a good time with my friends. Alright, boop. Here, I'll go up here. I'll stand like this. With my feet through the stairs, I guess. I'll turn the UI off. Oh man! Oh! Well, that was a short 11-hour stream. I'll be back tomorrow, bright and early, probably around 10-ish, depending on how I sleep and when I wake up, but I'll probably be around a little bit earlier than I was today. As per usual, thank everyone for being here. Hope everyone had a great video gaming time. I definitely enjoyed myself. I'm enjoying the story so far. I really like Vuklamat as a character, so that obviously helps when she is the main character of this story. But I'm having a pretty good time. I look forward to playing this more tomorrow and seeing how far it dawns. She's great. Yeah, I love her. I think she's like really good. My S tier, like my highest rated character is Emisak, of course, and then slightly below is Grahatia, and I would put her on par with Grahatia so far. She's like Grahatia tier for me. She's not quite Emisak yet, but I mean, that's a high bar to cross for me. So. But I would already put her at like Grahatia tier. Well, having a pretty good time. I'm really enjoying it. I still have the same problems that I've had with all Final Fantasy expansions, which is like you're just kind of doing the same thing. They're not really trying to like reinvent the wheel, but they do have some new mechanics in this, which is cool. But you're not really playing it for the mechanics. You're playing it for the story usually, which has been good so far. So that's kind of all that matters to me. But yeah, that's it for me. Like I said, I'll probably be back tomorrow at like around 10 my time, so that's in like 10 hours ish. I'll probably be around in 10 hours. Then I'll just stream all day once more. Hoping to kind of get through a couple of levels per day. That's kind of my goal. Though tomorrow we might do the Viper and the Pictomancer quest, so we'll probably be a little bit delayed then. Assuming that I can hit the level cap with the Pictomancer. We might go through those tomorrow, so we can kind of put that under our belt. But every day we're kind of doing some stuff that we don't have to do the further day. So I feel like every day we play, we'll be like closer and closer. We lessen the time needed to go from level to level. It feels like, at least it does so to me. But yeah, thanks so much to Vicky for the right day. Super appreciate that. Everyone, please go check out Vicky if you're not already following her. We're gonna head over to our video game friend Yuka Boy, who's right here, and here are raid messages. I will start leveling tanks so I can get my battle mentor next week. Oh, nice. Is that all you need? The plan for me now is I just want to do Pictomancer and Viper, and then I'm gonna be done leveling ults. And then I'm 98 on 2 DPS and a healer, so I'm only missing tank. Damn. And then eventually I'll level up. I'll be leveling up tank, but I'll level up a tank, level up a ranged DPS, a melee and physical, and a healer. And then we'll do all those job quests on stream at some point. But we're not gonna do that anytime soon. That's like 2 months away or something. But they're pretty quick, so probably just like a day for those. Maybe do the profession quest on stream too, but we'll see about that. Anyway, I had a good time. Love you all. Appreciate you all. See you all tomorrow. Keep fighting foes, and bye-bye.